Good afternoon. Happy Thursday, everybody. It's Jane from Chalk Mercantile and Surface Anthology. Woohoo! We're making another ornament today. And I'm actually very excited about this one because it's in a completely different color palette than we made yesterday, which was all natural colors and really earthy textures. So this is going to be completely different. Facebook is asking me to reload my site. All right, there I am live. I'm gonna send this link out to my text group people. And off it goes. All right. So what I'm using are these tags. I have these in the Christmas shop. If you go to chalkmercantile.com, that's my store. And I have these tags, which I love because they're really, really big. And I'm using a very bright color paint. This is called Ruby by Authentico. Of course, I'm using Iron Orchid molds, right? And let me tell you, I made these a couple of days ago. They're still drying. And I really need to get like a really fine screen to put these on. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Danielle. Danielle's like, I was just watching you in the membership. Oh, yay. Wait, Danielle, are you watching our new workshop? It must be. Shannon's got her hearts. Oh, so happy to, I'm so glad. Hey, Amanda, I'm so glad you guys are joining me. I think you're going to like this one. So you know how much I love to use my inlays over and over again. That's what I'm doing. Now, when you use your inlays, not only you can use them over, but they're going to pick up some of the paint from whatever that first application or second application was. And I love that. So you see here, very, very faint, right? There's my original color paint and like down here. So you're gonna get this kind of melange of textures and colors, and I love it. Hey, Deborah. Deborah, I emailed you. Please go check it. I'm so glad. I was sitting here waiting and checking my email and refreshing. So go check your email. And did you get your first order of paint? Did you get that order? Let me know. Yes, and Danielle is watching. Yes, the holiday or Christmas theater. Mine's a Christmas theater workshop. Oh, I'm so glad. There's a lot of really good techniques, paint techniques, and I wanted to apply them to a really fun project for the holidays. So I hope you like it. And by the way, everybody, the Surface Anthology membership is open until Sunday at midnight, $23 a month. And as you can see, you get a major workshop that's pre-recorded. You also get, in the same month, a live tutorial that's related to the original workshop, a live Q&A with me, a wonderful community. As you can see, we've got a lot of members on today, and a wonderful discount in the Chalk Mercantile shop. So go to surfaceanthology.com, just click on membership and check it out. $23 a month. It is going to go up again, up. Actually, it hasn't gone up again yet. Next year when I reopen. Oh no, Deborah's saying no mail as we are having another hurricane. All right, I'm just going to go with my own notes, Deborah. Don't worry about it. I mean, you know, not at all. Janine, good morning. I know the inlays on dark, rich colors, and I've done it a lot, are absolutely stunning. Hey, Deborah's saying, hi, gang. Hey. Oh, and Deborah's saying, I painted, oh, you guys are doing also the clothespin ornaments. Oh my God, there's so much. You're all like little Christmas elves, right? Making all this stuff. And I do that too. I love it. What happens to the red paint on the inlay? Well, can you see it there? Right? And I'm gonna do another one. I have another one here so you can see. This, I picked a color that was pretty close, but not quite a match, right? See how it's much darker than the reds in the inlay? But remember, I'm using an inlay that I used a bunch of times before. I use my inlays over and over, but you could totally, yes, when you reuse, they could start to fade. They could start to change as it collects the color. Like, see here, this is where I use the inlay. This is the fresh part, right, that I didn't use it. See that little bit of purple paint there? That is then going to most likely transfer if I use this inlay another time. So you have to think about that. Hey, Ari, good to see you. Isn't it beautiful? I know, this color is beautiful. Danielle is laughing. Ha ha ha. We are all in our Christmas workshops. Absolutely. Deborah, I know. She's saying this inlay looks really beautiful on dark blue. Oh, I would just love that on a deep navy. I'm going to do that. I love all the inlays. I think it's just, I think they're amazing. Danielle, Preston, Farrell. Oh, it's Shannon saying to Danielle, Jane's Little Elves. And you're probably, if we ever meet, and I hope we do, I hope I'm able to have some kind of, you know, event or something, right? I am really short, you guys. I'm like 4'11" when I wake up in the morning and 4'10" when I go to bed at night, right? Because we shrink. I'm the little elf, I swear. But yeah, it's just, this is my favorite time of year. I love to make stuff, and I do make a lot of things for the holidays during the year, but it's this concentrated energy that's so much fun, right? Oh, Deborah, it must be beautiful. She's saying it's pretty on black too. It must be really, really elegant, really beautiful. Retreat. Exactly. Exactly. I'm thinking about it for 2023, so we'll see. There's when you start to think about it, if you've ever been to one, there's so much planning that goes into it for sure. All right, so let's continue. So this is what it looks like, and honestly, this finish alone right here on a piece of furniture would be breathtaking, right? Absolutely stunning. And all you would need to do is wax it and call it a day because it's just so beautiful. So everything I show you can be used on furniture also. Now, I made the mold. I didn't paint this. This is the pure clay. I put 2 coats, and I'm going to show you how I do that, of this color down in the center of this concave mold, right? It's curved. I want to show you how to do that, okay? And we'll peel that off and see how it went. But here's, you've seen me put inlays on them a bunch of times. If anybody is watching this and they want to see more how you apply it, just go to Surface Anthology, my Surface Anthology YouTube channel, which is called Surface Anthology. And I've done a lot. Just search Paint Inlay. Okay, so this is on here. It's still a little cool, but I'm going to push it. Convex. Oh, you know me, right? Right, convex, concave would be a cave. Oh, Shannon, honestly. I am, as much as I read and stuff, it's, you know, names, terms always get like screwed up somehow. Oh, giving you ideas. Ari, very good. I love that. So I spray with some water, and you know I love this misting bottle. I really do. And I just press that in. You're supposed to wait about 30 seconds. I think that's good. And then you just kind of pull that away. I pull it at like I don't pull it straight up. I pull it at a pretty low angle. And look at how pretty that is, right? Just from a scrap, and see, there's the red paint now on your inlay. I could still use this again, but I have to remember that red paint is going to show up. But look at that. You just get this really, really neat effect, right? and this is it wet, and this is it dry. But look at, imagine that on a piece of furniture. And I do love red. Now let me show you. We're going to put this aside to dry because I still have to do the inlay here, and I also want to do glittering. So I want to get to that. So I'm going to grab my paint, and I'm using my little artist brush. Now when you're painting in a curve like this, right? If you want to keep it really neat and tidy, you don't use a square brush, you use a round brush. And I'll show you why. Naturally, I didn't bring over my rags, but if you use a straight or a square brush, right? And you're trying to get in, you're going to get little jagged lines going around. So this is when you want to use your round brush. So you get a nice, you won't get any little pokes as you move the paint through there. Hey, Julie. Oh, thank you, Ari, for sprinkling. I love that. Oh, and Deborah's saying to Shannon, you drive a school bus, you've earned your wings. You're telling me. I don't know how you do it. We used to carpool when my kids were little, and I just remember having like a million kids in my minivan, and oh, if they were feeling really energetic that day, it was a scene. Okay, so I'm just gonna paint, right? And remember, these clay, paper clay molds are very absorbent. And you don't even need to put this on a tag. You could just use it just like this as an ornament. You could just put a little hook on the back when it's still wet. All right. So there's the first coat. I'm gonna dry this. Hey, Kathleen. Yes, Danielle, it's so true. And I never learned that more than when I was doing makeup, that you have to use the right brush. Oh, good. Kathleen's going to do these. You have the inlays. Absolutely. Don't throw away those scraps. I'm already losing scraps of inlays. Oh, thanks, Deborah. When I used to do makeup, like seriously weddings in New York City, I would not have coffee that day, because when you're doing eyeliner, you don't want to, and you don't have really a second chance, right? So I have to have a very, very steady hand. Deborah, this color now, this is an Authentico color, so I may or may not have it in stock. And if you don't see it in stock, I'm never getting it in. Whatever Authentico I have, I'm selling through. But it's called Ruby. And it's a really rich, rich, beautiful ruby color. Oh my God, my inlays are blowing away. All right, now the way that I get the shape, this is what I do. I just take the inlay and I put it down like where, you know, where I want it. And you do have to kind of go by feel here, right? So maybe I want that white flower in the middle. And then I just take my fingernail and go around the edge. And of course you could flatten these molds out while they're drying so you don't have to do it. But I like that round convex, right, Shannon? Convex shape. So I just go around like this and then cut it. Can you teach us how to make that color? You know what? When I was the importer and distributor of Authentico, what I learned about these colors is they use a lot of pigment. A lot. We had the big machine and we used to tint it. And yeah, amazing. Can you use the metallic paint with inlays? You know what? I don't see why not, Ari, but I have not tried it. Have any of you tried it? Because that would be breathtaking, right? The other thing that you can do is you can like gold leaf a surface, put gold leaf on a surface, and then put matte sealer on it and put the inlay into the matte sealer. I don't know what that would do to the look of the gold leaf, but that's a way to, you know, see that underneath. You might have to maybe use a glossy. I'm not sure. I mean, so many people are experimenting with that. But boy, metallics would be stunning. All right, so there's my little inlay. So I'm going to do another coat of paint. All right, my brush is wet. That's okay. And I am right to the bottom. No ruby left. Yeah, I'm sorry. If you Google it, there are other people who still have the paint. So definitely check that out. And it's called Ruby, everybody. It's by Authentico. All right, now put on that coat that we're going to put the inlay into. All right. And you can do what my friend Joni does. Give it a spritz if you want, just to get the kind of, make it more absorbent. You just give it a little mist like that. That's all. And I actually didn't do it with the other one, this one, so we'll see, you know, what the difference is. All right, and then you just lay this in. And it kind of just sucks right down. Now, because this is curved, you have to kind of press this around. And if you're trying to keep your mold white, you don't want to press out all the paint onto your white mold. Of course, I'm getting paint all over. Now I see, yeah, Florida is getting another hurricane. Then it's coming up the coast, and we might be losing power tomorrow. That's what I'm hearing. So you might not see me. I'm going to give this a little squirt, right, to get it really down. Then I grab a rag and just press that down without getting paint everywhere. I mean, if you do, you could just grab your white paint and, you know, touch it up. All right. Now we'll let that sit. Okay. Let's take this one off and see if it came out. Oh, I'm missing all these great comments here. Shannon's got another good idea. Okay, Deborah's saying, great idea for ornaments on my Victorian tree in your guest room. Oh, how nice. That's beautiful. Or paint the sealer directly onto the inlay versus all over the gold leaf. Absolutely. We have to experiment with that, you guys. She's got, I know, Ari, Shannon's got the really, really great ideas. Shannon, I hope you're keeping a notebook because I bet you have those popping up all the time. Amanda's saying, I used one of the Noel inlays, in a pearl metallic antiquing gel. It was a bit more difficult to remove the inlay than regular paint. Now, I have heard that you don't want to let it completely dry like you do with paint. Looks like from England. You mean the look of this, like a chintz? It does have that. Well, it is chintz. Oh, Shannon's saying, Deborah, I've done that when I only want the paint sealer only where I have the inlay, right? So there, see how everybody's knowledge is growing with these inlays, because I know a lot of people are still super nervous about using them, and they're not that hard. All right, I am going to spray. This is the one that's relatively dry. Give it a spray. And then I'm going to press that, and I see the wind starting outside. Deborah, I hope you're okay down there in Florida. It's like Florida has had their share. It's crazy. All right, so that's wet. Now I got to find a little piece, all right, to pull this up. And do I have a toothpick nearby? Of course not. Let's see. Oh, there's something. Uh-oh. Oh, well. One, I pulled up with my fingernail a little bit of the red paint. But look at that. Ugh. I just want to wear this as a brooch. Isn't that beautiful? So what I'm going to do, you see right there, I pulled it up with my fingernail. I'm just going to touch that up with my brush. But boy, is that beautiful, right? Really, really nice. I'm just going to, I have to touch this up right now. I can't let that stay like that. There. That came out really well, I have to say. Delicious, right, Deborah? I know. Gorgeous. It is. These inlays are fabulous. Stunning, Julie's saying. Absolutely. So now we have Ari and Shannon. You're both the ideal ladies, right? Boy, you guys really know your stuff. Look at you. They are chatting about these inlays that into technique and stuff right now. I can't even follow. Make two and wear them as earrings. Oh my God. This is so pretty. I just think it's so pretty, right? It's an A+. Absolutely. It's beautiful. It really, really is. And the rich colors, absolutely. God, I'd love to do like a bathroom, a powder room in this. It'd be beautiful. But what my thought was, this is it. This is the ornament. I didn't want the background to be as vivid as what's going on in the middle of the mold. So that way your eye, they wouldn't compete with each other, right? You know what I'm saying? Are you picking up when I'm laying down, right? I just love that. That is beautiful. I was even thinking about layering on yet another element like this, but I don't want to cover up that flower. I think it's beautiful. So what I'm going to do is dry that little spot. Then we're going to glue this down and add some glitter. So, and my whole point with these colors is they're not traditional Christmas colors. And you know what? People have pink trees, right? Silver trees. I mean, how gorgeous would a bunch of these look like on a white tree, right? So do what you love. Use the colors that you just love. That, you know, like me, it's those deep reds, fuchsia, pomegranate color. The one that I think Brenda shared with me, it's called Punch. It's the color of 2023, and I forgot what paint company it is. But I love these really saturated colors. I just think they're beautiful. All right, so this is dry. I'm gonna cover up my paint, what's left of it. And I'm going to grab my Titebond. And this, it's like you have to have, yeah, you could put a white pearl on the frame. Absolutely. Ari, isn't it beautiful? Put the keyhole where the, yep, right up here like this, right? That is brilliant. I'm going to do that. Who said that? Kathleen. Thank you. Oh, I know. I would love to see it with, absolutely. Well, you know I'll be doing that because the gold, when you bring gold in, like this kind of has a retro feel, right? When you have the white, but when you bring gold into the picture with these colors, it gives you a completely different feel. I know, and you'd like to see it too. We'll definitely be doing that. I love this idea. This is brilliant. Look at that, how pretty that is, right? Oh my gosh. So I'm going to glue these down. All right, and I have a nice amount there. And of course, you know me, I eyeball it. Perfect. And then we'll add this. Thank you for that. Let's go around. Oh, look at that. Isn't that fabulous? It really is. That just hits it for me. Now imagine doing like 2 end tables, right? Like 2 little Frenchy shaped end tables in this palette. They would be so incredible. Then you could do something with the lampshades. I just, you know, my mind goes crazy. I love it. And you've got these other colors too. Like, what's this? Is like a chartreuse color, these greens, these beautiful, really delicate pinks that are in there. I just love it. Isn't it stunning? So this tag, Deborah, it's in the Christmas shop at Chalk Mercantile. These are 6 inches or a little bit over by 3 inches. And I found a gentleman to make them, that cuts them. And I love him. So he's in the United States. And they work really, really well. But look at that. I don't know if I want to add glitter, because I just love this look. This is what the mold looks like with glitter, right? You see that glitter there? I kind of like it matte like this, you guys, so I'm going to leave it. I absolutely love this. This, you know, when I see some, you know, when you see a color that just, or the whole thing that just hits you, you're like, oh my God, I love it. You could design a whole room around that. And I talk about that a lot because a lot of, when I was in my brick and mortar, people would come in and say, well, I don't know what color to paint it, or I don't know what to do. And I always say to them, find something you really, really love. Like when your eyes go on it, you're like, oh my God, that is delicious, right? and then do that, right? You love the glitter, Deborah. Well, I might do one with glitter and one without. So let's see how this one, let's see if I could take this one off. I'm going to hit it with a dryer just for a sec. Kathleen is saying, this is definitely one of my favorite colors now. I know. I know. I hear ya. I love it. And I also love really, really deep, like blue reds, like really deep reds. Oh. All right, let's see if this works. So I'm going to hit this with the spray and then press. I just press it in because I feel like I'm pressing the water down, you know, through the paper to help release the inlay. Now imagine those of you in my membership doing the Christmas theater or the holiday theater, you could do one in these colors, and I might have a little surprise for you with a second one that I'm working on. It would be like bringing out a little jewel, right, every year. All right, let's see if I can not get my fingernail into this. It's the only thing. Oh, there's a toothpick. There goes my table. Here's a toothpick. Let's see if this helps. You know what? I think the toothpick is going to poke it also. Let's see. Wow. Isn't it like magic every time? Look at that. Beautiful, right? Deborah, did you get the email? It dropped today, as they say. That's why Danielle's been watching it. So the new for everybody in the Surface Anthology membership, and a lot of you on here are in it, I sent out an email, and I'll do that every month on the second Thursday of the month with a link to go and watch your new workshop. So it is up there. So that's good. You get to go watch that. Hey, Sandy. Wow is right? Look at that. How beautiful are those? I just love it. So, and I love this idea. This was the best. Thank you very much. I'm going to glue those down, but look at those, you guys. Oh, beautiful. I didn't paint the frame. So Kathleen is asking, do you paint your frames white or just leave clay? I leave the clay. I love the clay because to me it looks like bisque, right? If you follow me for a while, I bought a lamp in a local antique shop that's bisque. I love bisque. Bisque is like, I don't know what it is. What is it? Porcelain with no glaze, no nothing, but it's so beautiful. It's that matte white, and I really feel like the clay has that feel for me, that look of bisque, which I absolutely love, right? I'm gonna have to now I look at this and I need to put something through that's really beautiful, like in one of these colors. I just want to do a whole tree in these now. Deborah is asking, Deborah, aren't you in the Surface Anthology membership? You should check your email. Let me know if you got that email, and if you didn't, let me know. All right, and we'll get it sorted out for sure. Oh, Jessie, hey there. Aren't they charming, right? Very different from our ornament the other day. I am going to, I'll apply some glitter to this one really fast, right? And we'll see, I mean, how it's not going to hurt it. We love glitter. So let's do that really fast. I'm going to put this over here because I didn't glue that yet. So this is my little glitter kit. And I'm using German glass glitter. This is a mix of clear and a little bit of white. I mixed them up together. And I just got to grab my Elmer's, because I use Elmer's glue for this. Put some of that down. And you could just use your Type-On, just add a little bit of water to it. All right. Here's my brush. Now, hopefully, because these are drying, I'm going to hold them down with my thumb so they don't start moving. Torn chiffon. Absolutely. Deborah, didn't you say that the chiffon? Velvet, right? We could do chiffon and velvet together. It would be gorgeous. I love the bisque look as well, says Shannon, but my brain won't let me stop there, right? You have to paint them. Absolutely. I hear ya. All right. Now, I'm going to brush on. I'm going to hold my finger on here and just brush some Elmer's. And same thing with our frame down here. Now, do any of you go to like the church sales, rummage sales, and look for old handmade ornaments, you know, that somebody made, you know, way back when? I do. I'm obsessed with those kind of ornaments. Absolutely obsessed. All right. And then this side. Okay. Then, whoop, I'm just going to lay it down here, not knock that off. And shake on that glitter. And tap it off. Oh, it's really pretty. Oh my goodness. It's beautiful. You see the shiny glitter? It's really beautiful. Thank you for pushing me to do that. I absolutely love this. This is just a keeper for sure. So what is your mailing address? You know what, Deborah? I am going to, Deborah, you mean my email address? Jane, Jayne at surfaceanthology.com. So maybe my emails are going into spam, and that does happen. It certainly has happened to me, right? They end up going there. You guys, try this one. This is a keeper for sure. I even made, you know, we could do the rectangular ones. I forgot I didn't glue this one, but definitely this is just beautiful. And use those colors you love. This done with a really deep, like navy, you know, really, really navy blue that has the violet, not the gray, not a country dark blue, but a real navy would be stunning. Oh, Deborah, I will message you. How's that? And it's on anybody who's ordered anything from me. It's my home address as my return address. But isn't that beautiful? And Deborah, I do want to make sure you're getting my emails, so I'm going to be messaging you or shooting you an email so you can get into your workshop. So there it is, you guys, our latest ornament that is, I mean, this is something that you're going to take out year after year, and that's what it's all about, right? And every time you take out those ornaments that you made, oh, I forgot I was doing that, and it brings back memories. I just love it. Okay, good, Deborah. And And Ari, thank you. It is beautiful, right? You can't go wrong with the paint inlays. They're just stunning. Oh, Deborah's giving it 5 stars. I love that. Good, you got one about the paint. Excellent. All right, you guys, I am going to go check my email so I can email Deborah and make sure that she's on the right track. And I said, for any of you in the Surface Anthology membership, if you didn't get the email today that has the workshop in it, right? Go into your spam folder, make sure you're getting our emails because that's where I put all the important links. And if there's any issues about logging in, please let me know because we do have one member who's having issues and that happens sometimes, and we'll get that all cleared up so you guys could check it out, okay? Oh, yay! I'm good. We're getting inspiration from each other, right, Deborah? Thank you, Jessie, for the heart. Everybody, if you're interested in joining us in the Surface Anthology membership, just go to surfaceanthology.com, click on membership, and you will learn all about it. Absolutely, Julie, right? Aren't they beautiful? And looking at it now, like the camera changes things, that glitter just adds the right punch to our bisque looking clay, right? Oh, thank you, Shannon. You guys are great. This was fun. If I have electricity, I'm going to try to be on tomorrow. Everybody down in Florida, please stay safe. This is crazy weather, and I hope you're all having fun making your ornaments. Be sure to share them with us because we all want to see